B. The sacrifice in Belgrade. This is a story that happened long before the end. Before Chapter 8. Before everything fell apart. Years earlier, during the Montana's rise, something changed Jack forever. Something that would echo through the rest of his life. A moment of sacrifice. A moment when one man's love for another transcended mortality itself. This is the untold story of Belgrade. The night a friend gave his life so that Jack Montana could keep singing. The price of immortal music, paid by someone pure of heart. Belgrade, Serbia, September 15, 2006. 5 years after the Montana's peak, and Jack has kept the band together, refusing to let it die. They're doing a European tour, their first in over a decade. The band is stronger than ever, playing intimate venues, reconnecting with devoted fans across Eastern Europe. Tonight, they're performing at the Red Hall, the most prestigious concert venue in Serbia. Thousands of people are gathering. Backstage, Jack is greeted warmly by an old friend. Tolga Kaplan, a Turkish businessman and lifelong fan, has been following the Montanas since their early days. Tolga and Jack go way back, decades of friendship, of shared memories at music festivals, of late-night conversations about the soul of music. Tolga has flown to Belgrade specifically to see Jack perform. They embrace like brothers separated by years of distance.
Jack. My brother. Look at you. Still the same fire in your eyes. I haven't missed a Montana's show in 15 years. Tonight feels special somehow. Like the universe is telling me to be here.
Tolga, you made it. I told you, true music fans transcend geography and time. The Montanas belong to the world now, and you've always been part of our family. Tonight we're playing Chubby Fish Won't Make Me Disappoint, the ultimate crowd pleaser. Are you ready?
The Red Hall is packed. Thousands of faces, all waiting. The air is electric with anticipation. The stage lights dim. A single spotlight illuminates Jack Montana, guitar in hand. The band takes their positions. Red on guitar, Stan on drums, Luna on bass. The audience erupts. This is what music is supposed to feel like, raw, alive, transformative. Jack begins to play the opening riff of Chubby Fish Won't Make Me Disappoint, and the crowd loses itself in the moment. Jack's voice cuts through the venue, raw and powerful. The song is a masterpiece, a meditation on identity, on not being defined by expectations, on the freedom to be yourself no matter what. Every member of the Montanas is locked in, playing with the precision and passion of musicians who have lived their entire lives for this moment. Tolga stands in the crowd, tears streaming down his face. He's thinking about all the concerts he's attended, all the times the Montanas saved his life through their music. In the middle of the second verse, something shifts in the crowd. Movement, chaos. A man with dark intent pushes through the masses toward the stage. A gun is visible beneath his jacket. Someone in the crowd sees it. A woman screams a warning. Jack, look out. Someone has a gun. The music falters for just a moment as the band processes what's happening. Security scrambles. The shooter approaches the stage, his face contorted with rage and obsession. An assassin, a deranged fan with twisted motives. Jack has no time to process. Tolga hears the woman scream. He sees the gun. Without thinking, purely on instinct, purely on love, Tolga runs toward Jack. The shooter raises the weapon. Jack tries to move, but he's frozen on stage, the guitar still in his hands. Time slows. The crowd screams. And Tolga Kaplan, the Turkish businessman who has been Jack Montana's friend for 40 years, throws himself in front of his brother. The gunshot echoes through the Red Hall. It's deafening. Everything stops. Tolga falls to the ground, blood spreading across his white shirt. The shooter is tackled by security. Chaos. Pure chaos. Jack drops his guitar and runs to Tolga, cradling his friend's head.
No, mate. Stay with me,
Tolga,
brother. Oh my bloody gosh.
Stay with me. Jack screams, but he knows. He can see it in Tolga's eyes. The life is already fading. The ambulance arrives within minutes. Tolga is rushed into it. Jack rides alongside his friend, holding
You're
his
going
hand.
to be okay.
You're going to be okay, Jack whispers, but his voice is hollow. They both know. At the hospital, doctors work frantically to save Tolga's life, but the damage is too severe. The bullet pierced his heart. 2 hours later, Tolga Kaplan is pronounced dead. Jack stands in the hospital corridor, numb. The man who came to celebrate music, who came to witness the beauty of art, gave his life so that Jack Montana could live. Jack sits alone in the hospital chapel, his hands covered in Tolga's blood. He's replaying the moment over and over. If he hadn't gone on stage, if he hadn't continued the tour, if the music hadn't drawn Tolga to Belgrade, none of this would have happened. But that's not how life works, and Jack knows it. Tolga didn't die because of the music, Tolga died protecting music. He died protecting Jack. He died believing that art, beauty, and the human spirit were worth dying for. The police find a letter in Tolga's jacket. It's addressed to Jack. In his own handwriting, dated weeks before Belgrade, Tolga wrote,
"Dear Jack, if you're reading this, something has happened to me. I want you to know that I have never regretted a single moment spent listening to your music. If fate demands my life to protect yours, then I give it freely. The Montanas belong to the world. Your voice matters. Your music heals. Live for all of us who can't. Be eternal. Your brother Tolga."
Jack understands. Tolga had written that letter because he knew he was going to find himself at risk. Maybe he had received threats. Maybe he sensed danger coming. But instead of staying away, instead of protecting himself, Tolga came to Belgrade. He came to the concert because he believed that being there for music, for art, for the people he loved, was more important than safety. That's the kind of man Tolga Kaplan was. That's the legacy he left behind. A week later, the Montanas perform again. Not in celebration, but in mourning. They perform at Tolga's funeral in Istanbul. Jack stands on a small stage, guitar in hand, and plays the most haunting version of Echoes of Tomorrow that anyone has ever heard. As he sings, he looks at the casket. "Tolga, my brother, my eternal friend, you saved my life. You saved our music. And now your spirit will live in every note, every song, every moment that the Montanas perform. We will carry you forward. We will make your sacrifice mean something. Your love for music was the purest thing I've ever witnessed." From that day forward, the Montanas made a sacred vow. They would never stop performing. They would never let the music die. Because Tolga Kaplan gave his life for it, every concert became a tribute to a man who understood that art transcends safety, that beauty is worth any price, and that true friendship means protecting the things and people you love most. Jack often told audiences about that night in Belgrade, about the man who saw danger and chose to stand in front of it anyway. This is the story that the Montanas never fully told the world. Not out of shame, but out of respect for Tolga's family. But now, years later, it's time to honor him. It's time to reveal the truth. That music doesn't just inspire audiences, sometimes it demands sacrifice. That art is sacred. That true friendship means being willing to stand in front of danger for the people and the beauty you love. Tolga Kaplan understood this, and in the most profound way, his death made the Montanas immortal.
Tolga, my eternal brother. I think about that night in Belgrade every single day. I think about how you chose me, how you chose us, how you chose the music. I will spend the rest of my life honoring that sacrifice. Every song I sing from now until the day I die will carry your spirit. Thank you for teaching us what love truly means.